Welcome to my video. My name is Lala in Absolute, and I am with another art contest, another Steve-based art contest. This one is for EarthlyCrown / Razor Spiritual Origins. The theme is just any moment in the Spiritual Origins series that you really like. Can be a battle or just a funny moment. I did a funny moment. And there are some rules. Number 1, no SFW. No inappropriate stuff. 2, it has to be a new artwork. It can't be pre-existing unless it was like in a work of progress stage before the event started. 3, it must have more than just lines. Just means color it in. Shading can count with that if it's monochrome. No gotcha. At least gotcha by itself. You can have gotcha if you have put more effort into it, like drawing on top of it and putting some shading in that you can't really get with normal gotcha. That would work. 5, traditional art. Yeah, you can just do traditional art or that art. Take a picture and send it in. Finally, 6, the most important rule, be kind. This is just a fun thing. This isn't like I'm better than you type of thing. For the concept, I knew I wanted to do an episode I knew for sure I had watched all the way through. Mostly because I know I'm not entirely caught up with the series. I came in a bit late and am often taken off track of watching it by homework and other life priorities I have. So a quick warning for the whole concept section. There might be some slight spoilers, just in case you didn't realize that. As for the episode I chose episode 65, where Elemental gave Sparkle Steve a black eye and put him in a machine. My whole reaction to that was, that's a little overkill, you know what I mean? For, just being called a brat. And yes, that is actually what happened and why that happened. So I wanted to balance that slight overreaction with like the fun the other 3 were having, laughing at Sparkle Steve. Because despite how pouty Razor is in this moment, it is still a funny moment. And the other 3 are laughing and have a levity to them. The tinted glass helped demonstrate this by kind of being like an overlay, a dampener over the top of Sparkle Steve over here. Just kind of putting him in shadow while the others are in the light and they're happy, and he's very much not. I mean, I wouldn't be either, to be fair. So the tinted glass puts a dampener on both him and his mood. Also, I imagine a black eye is pretty painful. To kind of push the happiness of the other 3, I made them kind of those chibi heads you sometimes see in text bubbles on a screen during like an anime or something. I thought it would be a good reflection of everyone's moods, because he's in shadow and they're not, because they're also not in pain with a black eye. They ain't worried about nothing. Next up, I'll talk about little details that I added in but aren't really important to the overall messaging or importance of the art piece, such as the black eye itself. It was very fun to draw out a black eye, and that was mostly in the line art stage, where I was making sure that the body was actually swollen instead of just discolored, to keep accuracy to what a black eye would actually look like. The blood would rush to that area, making the skin like kind of swell up, which would make it kind of fold up on itself and wrinkle up a little bit. Not too much though, because I don't think Elemental would have like hit him that hard. Like, they're still friends, although he is a bit mad at him. The next little detail I wanted to talk about is the little glisten sparkles that you see on Sparkle Steve. I thought it'd be fun to add them in because of his little namesake, and also contrast with like the darker blue areas that I have him on. For example, the hair and the ends of the arms and legs, like the boots and gloves. Even though the actual skin has it in gradients, I did it as like cell, because I imagine that he'd be wearing similar clothes to how he wore them as a player. I yoinked his player skin from earlier in the series and just kind of slapped it on and made some minor adjustments here and there for interest, as well as to make a bit more sense. Like I did with the color scale I did on it, because it originally was like different shades of black and brown and other neutral colors, but I changed that up a bit. There is something I would have liked to improve on, and that is the sparkles, actually. I got a little bout of inspiration when I was walking outside one day, and I just happened to observe the snow a little bit closer than I usually do. Especially how the light kind of interacted with it, like making all those colors that you see in them and how brightly they shine off of it. Like even going past the physical body, like the light extends beyond that. To improve the sparkles, I probably would have put like little specks of like the colors and maybe made the light extend a little bit beyond like just like the little areas that they are in currently. It also would have added further contrast to just the overall blue design that Sparkle Steve has here. I'll have to just keep it in mind for a future creation. And I just wanted to say that I am aware I skipped the pistons, but that is to make the piece more coherent. The wooden kind of texture would have thrown off the piece and kind of brought attention to where I wouldn't know what to do with it. So I just decided not to do that. Personally, I felt like the gold was pushing it just a little, so I wasn't sure about pistons. But overall, I really enjoyed the process and had fun making this, and I hope EarthlyCrown enjoys this. He said that he liked it on stream. And I am also happy with what I learned from making the piece, like what I want to do with the sparkle thingies next time I do something like that. That's about it though. This was Lala and Absolute. I hope you enjoyed my video, and please check out Spiritual Origins as well as more of my videos. Please and thank you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you like my videos. If you don't worry about it too much. You can always decide later that you like my videos a bit more. Everyone, have a good day.